Today we're going to take you through the process of creating student grades in Python, creating student grades. Of course, if you're a teacher here, you should understand what we mean by student grades. That means if children run an exam, okay, we need to assign their, their scores and then uh, calculate the total of it and also write the percentage. So that is what all this is all about. So the first thing we need to do now is to first of all get the name of the students. So we are using a variable called name. So we assign what are we assigning to it, inputs, then open in parentheses, in quotes, then say enter student's name. Okay, so we close our quotes and close the parentheses. Then the next thing is start entering the scores one after the other. Let's say English, for example, say assign int, because we are accepting numbers this time around, inputs, then also open a function in quotes, enter score in maths. Okay, so I'll close my quotes, I'll close the two functions. So you understand that I opened two functions, so I need to close the two functions. So I just need to copy this to make my work faster. Copy it, paste, paste, paste. So let me change this to mathematics. So enter scores. Okay, I made a mistake here. This should be English. Okay, this one is maths. This one, let's say, is coding, for example. Then here will be coding. Here also, let's say civic. Okay, so we are getting score for civic. Okay, this, let's say, biology, depending on the number of subjects the child is offering. Biology. Okay, so now what we need to do now, if they have more than this subject, you need to make sure you put all of them. So now what we need to do is to get the total of them all. Total will be English plus maths plus coding plus civic plus biology. Okay, so that will give me the total. Say I cannot say print total. Let's say name. That means any name they supply up here, they're going to give us name. Then in quotes, your total score is, then we get the total score, then the total score now. So whatever all of this is, whatever the answer of all of this will be stored into the total. So when we call total here, we're going to get the total of all of this. Okay, now we need to get average. Average will now be the total score divided by the number of subjects. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 subjects. So we're going to divide it by that. So now getting the total depending on the scores, we need to now send what's it called now? Let's first of all print the the average. So we say name. Okay, the next thing we need to consider now is how to write the grade. So the next thing we need to do is to declare if statements. If average is less than or equals to 100, okay, and average is greater than or equals to, let's say, 80. Okay, so this is going to pick between 100 and 80. Then print name, in quotes, you add a grade A plus. Let's just make it A plus, and then we'll close the quotes, close the function. So if it scores between 100 and 80, it gives him A. But if his score is not up to that, we'll say else if average is less than or equals to 79, because we have picked 80 before. Is greater than or equals to like 60. Okay, we say print name, that means the name of the person. You, okay, in quotes, you add a grade B. Okay. Okay, so in case he did not score up to that, we say else if again, else if average is less than or equals to let's say 59. Okay, 59, and average is greater than or equals to 40. Then print name, you add a grade C. Okay, so else if, let's just pick the last one, average is less than or equals to 39, and average is greater than or equals to 0. Okay, print name, you failed the exams. Okay, so that will do. So let's say it didn't partake on the exam. We'll now say else print name, you did not partake on the exams. Okay, that we do. So let's just run it and see what it's going to give us. But before we run it, we must first of all save it. So I'll go to save as. So depending on the file. So before we can run it, we'll first of all go and save it. So I'll go to file, then save as. Depending on the folder you want to save yours, I want to select a particular folder. Okay, so this I say student grades, .py. Okay, then I need to run it now. Either I go to file here, so let me just go to file and then say run module. So I'm having an error here. It's invalid syntax. So here I'm going to make it like this, elif. So it's not accepting this. I'll make it elif. So elif is also the same thing as else. So let me run it now. So now it's going student name. Let me say John, for example. Say score in English, let's say 78. In mathematics, let's say 88. In coding, 67. In civic, it's 98. In biology, 67. Then you can see now, John, your total score is 398. John, your average score is 79.6. John, you did not partake, so it's having issue here because this is not what you're supposed to pick. You're supposed to look between 70. Okay, it's like we did not capture 70. So let me go back and capture 70. So if you look at it, we have from 100 to 80, and then we have from 79. We capture 70 now. So this is from 79 to 60. So I think we have some issue here. Let's return it and see. Maybe that is just those gaps that I gave. So let me return those gaps and see if it will run the way it should. Okay. Okay, now let's see if it's going to complain or not. Okay. So let me say John again. 67, 88, 87, 67, 89. So now is it saying the same thing? That means we have issue with that grade. So it should be able to pick this distance between 79.6. Okay, let me rerun it and enter different numbers. So this time around, John again, 90, let's say 100, 60, 60 again, 50. Okay, now it's picking it. Maybe it's because of dot stop that is there. That's why it's not getting it. So now you pick, you add a grade B. Okay, so that is just the issue. I'd like you to just practice yours and let us see your results. Thank you.